Hey, welcome. This is Doc Mongoose. My channel that I have on YouTube now is Mongoose Gaming. If you guys want to follow me, this will be one of my first few uploads. I thought I would do some summoning, and it's a current event going on. And the rewards for doing this event are Epic Skill Tome, Shards, and Gems, Tomes, and a lot of energy. So that being the case, I thought it'd be a good idea to save up my shards, so that's what I did. So this is where I am now. I have 2 Sacred Shards, 5 Void, and 18 Ancient. And I might have enough for all of it. We'll see. But we'll start off with some Ancient Shards, and I'll do a few of those, and then we'll move to the Voids. Okay, so the first one I have him I don't have, but I have a lot of rares that I try to keep and hold on to just in case they come up with another fusion. So he's not great, but I'll put him in the bundle that I currently have. The Bone Knight, yeah, look at that. Romero, he's a good epic defensive unit. Attacks places a 7.5 continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP for 1 turn. It's not bad. So the more he attacks with his default skill, the more he's going to put that on someone. So maybe a retaliation set. I don't know. We'll see. Plays a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns and steals a buff from a random enemy. That sounds great. But what if he attacks an enemy that doesn't have a buff? Does that work? I don't know. That's a great question. All right, and while he is a great defensive unit, he places a shield buff on all allies for 10% of their max HP for 2 turns and increases their defense. Now, when he's ascended, that goes up to 25% of their max HP for 2 turns. And that's still a 30% HP buff. So it's similar to the Chevalier. And with a defense buff, but the Chevalier also does a small heal instead of the shield, which I guess the shield is preferable. And he also has a 4th skill, Stalwart Partner. So if I happen to get Juliana, attacks all enemies 3 times, that's going to be very handy. So let's hope for a Juliana. Let's keep going, see if we can get any more epics. That was a nice epic to get. Crossbowman. This guy's great if you ever want to level up another rare to 4-star. This is one you want to use. Yeah, you definitely want to use him to level up. He's food. It's a big surprise here. I've had him before. Chopper, he's not so. I tried using him. He wasn't very effective, so I ate him. So his first skill is defense break, and the second one is a stun. The third skill, if ascended, he attacks the enemy and removes 2 random buffs from the target. So he's not great, but he's very situational, I guess, is a good word for him. Another Bone Knight. I'm not liking the way this looks. All right, let's take a break and let's go to the Void Shards. Let's get one of these. Another rare. All right, Skirmisher. One of my buddies has her. She attacks the enemy 2 times, and when ascended, will inflict 15% more damage against targets who have no active buffs. So if you see what it looks like, she's stealing people's buffs. So on the second one, she attacks the enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 20% if this attack is a critical. The third attack attacks all enemies and removes one random buff from each enemy. So it looks like I'm getting a lot of buff removers, which is good, I guess. Haven't thought about building anything like that, but I guess it's maybe time. Maybe time to do that. Come on, give me... No, okay. Eviscerator. Let's see. Poison damage. Okay, so I immediately think Clan Boss. Decreased defense against all enemies anywhere plus Clan Boss. And her passive attacks the enemy champion with the default skill whenever they are healed or receive a buff. Attacks one random enemy if multiple enemies are healed and receive a buff. Okay, so that's a nice skill, I guess. If you get into a team that's heavily geared towards buffs. Let's see how she's reviewed. Oh, not such good reviews. Yeah, no, not good reviews anywhere. Okay, Eviscerator. Let's go back to Ancient Shards, see if we can get anything we really want. Pentient, I have this one, and so she removes all debuffs from this champion, places up block debuffs on this champion for 3 turns. And this makes no sense, but she attacks once, then places a counterattack buff on her for 1 turn. So if she's attacked immediately afterwards, that would be great. But if she's not, it's just 1 turn. And her default skill is attacks the one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 25% decrease attack debuff for 1 turn. So that's that. All right, so we have 200,000 left, so it's time to go to the Sacred Shards. Are we hoping for something big? Let's see. Hope that we get a legendary. Let's see. Gold. Epic. All right. Grim Skin. Not my first choice, but attacks one enemy has 25% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed for 2 turns. That's not a bad default skill. Provoke. Attacks on an enemy 2 times. 50% chance to provoke. It's not bad. Attacks on enemies has an 80% chance of removing 1 random buff. So I'm getting these guys that wants to debuff everyone. So I guess that's the way it's going right now. Epic. All right. So my last shard. Come on, let's see some gold. Gold, gold, gold. Another epic. Ripper. I've always wanted a Ripper. He attacks one enemy, decreases their max HP by 10% of the damage inflicted. He attacks one enemy 2 times, damage increased as the target's HP decreases. Okay. Attacks one enemy will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Decreases their max HP by 30% of the damage inflicted. Wow, that sounds interesting. And increases force ally crit rate in battles. Let's see what they're rated as. Good magic keep. So I guess in areas where you're going to be attacking magic, he's probably good. Avoiding or ignoring 50% of the target's defense. That's pretty good. And so it looks like he might be handy versus bosses. Versus someone that heals, that might be handy if they heal based upon their HP percentage. All right, that's all we have. I can't say that I'm very happy with what I've gotten, but for the event, I'm almost done. I'll complete Let's see what kind of gear I got from that. Alright, accuracy, crit damage, crit rate, that's good. And attack with accuracy. Those are always handy. Alright, thank you for watching, and check back on my YouTube channel. Again, I'm at Mongoose Gaming, right here. And this will probably be my second video. My Relic Hunter video, or Relic Keeper video, is right there. Thank you. Come again.